How are you, and welcome to the Freakin Rican restaurant channel. Today we'll be making arroz con leche, better known as rice pudding. How are you guys? Welcome back. You see, now we are starting to make more videos, so hopefully you guys like that. So today's video is going to be arroz con leche, which is one of my favorites. A lot of us Puerto Ricans make it typically around the holidays, which the holidays are around the corner, so we'll be making arroz con leche today, which is rice pudding. So to start, we have our saucepan, so we're going to turn this on. Okay, at a medium flame. As you can see, this is really high, so we're gonna put it at a medium flame. And here we have 4 cups of water. So we're gonna put these 4 cups of water and a half. So it's 4 cups and a half of water, okay? And so what we're gonna do with this water is basically add 3 sticks of cinnamon, 3 cinnamon sticks. Okay, so we're gonna place that there. We're gonna place anise. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this, but it looks like a star. This is called anise. Okay, so we're gonna put those in the water, and we have 3. Okay, so we have 2 here and 1, so that's 3. And here we have clavos, which literally look like little clavitos, you know, like how do you call that? Like a nail. So we have 6 of these, okay? And basically this is gonna give a great amount of flavor to the rice pudding. So we're gonna have this in the water and boiling. Once it boils, we are going to move to the next step. So we're gonna leave this here on a medium for about a good maybe about 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, so we're back. 7 minutes have passed, and you could actually come closer. Don't mind, guys, I am in shorts today. As you do know, I am home. So it's Monday out in out here, and out everywhere is Monday, duh. But it's been a rainy, gloomy day, and we had a festival yesterday. I said, you know what, we have a little time, let's do another video. So as you see, it's coming to a boil. So what we're gonna do is give it a nice stir. I want to give it a nice stir there, and I don't want it to boil over too much, because I don't want the water to reduce as much. So now basically all you're gonna do is just give it a couple stirs, because it is hot enough, as you see the smoke. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn off the stove and let it sit there for another 5 minutes with no flame. Okay, so we're gonna let it sit for another 5 minutes, and then we're gonna be ready to actually wash the rice and continue. So what we're gonna do now is actually clean off the rice. In this bowl I have a cup and a half. I kept on looking at the light, I'm sorry guys. I'm like looking up and you're right there. So I have a cup and a half of water, of rice. So, and this is long grain rice. I know a lot of recipes use small or medium, but I like to use long grain. And so what we're gonna do is just run it through water, just like this. We're just kind of cleaning off the rice a little bit. So I'm gonna actually rinse this about 2 times, just like so. I hope you guys are having a good day today. Thank you for all the love you gave us with the chicharron video. We posted it, and really quickly we got a couple thousand views, so within like the first day. So that was thank you guys, we miss you too. Okay, so we basically rinsed out the rice, and here we have our pot, which has simmered with the anise, cinnamon sticks, and the clavos. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna just strain that into this bowl. Okay, so I have our strainer right there, and that's what we're gonna do. It smells amazing. It smells perfect for the occasion, as the holidays are coming. Okay, and we're gonna just put that right back. No need to wash that, so we strain this out, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna add this back into the pot. Okay, just like that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our spoon and just get out the remaining rice. And I can't really do this with a spoon, so I'm just gonna take my hand, get out all the rice, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this back to heat up. So we're gonna put this at a medium flame again. So let's say if your stove goes from 1 to 5 or 1 to 6, you would put it at a 3. So we're gonna put this in medium flame, and what we're gonna do is just let it cook up. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna let that cook up and leave it for a good maybe 5 minutes. Come back, give it a nice stir, then another 5 minutes, give it a nice stir till it reduces. Okay, but we have to pay attention that it doesn't start to burn and stick in the bottom. Okay, so every 5 minutes come and give it a nice stir. Okay. Okay, so basically now 10 minutes has passed, so I want you to come over and take a look at how it looks. So 10 minutes has passed. Now it has been 10 minutes, so now it's my turn again to stir. So you want to keep on stirring basically till you see very, very little water. So there's still water there. So we're gonna leave this again another 5 minutes. And right now, like I said, it's at a medium flame. It's really a little less than medium. So it's really not high. It's not on low. It's not on medium. A little less. Okay, so 5 more minutes. We're gonna stir it, and then we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients. So now 15 minutes has passed, so this is the additional 5 minutes because we've been doing it in 5-minute intervals. So now that has passed, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of butter. This is real butter, it's not a spread. So 2 teaspoons of real butter, unsalted. We're going to put that in, and we're going to start to stir. Because now it is actually beginning to stick. I want you to come closer because I want you to see. So it's actually sticking at the bottom, if you could see, right? So this is what we want to prevent from happening. And so now it's time to add the milk. So we're going to add 6 cups of milk. And you see now all you want to do is just give it a stir. Really making sure that nothing in the bottom is sticking, because if it does and it starts to burn, obviously your rice pudding is not going to be that flavorful, and we don't want that to happen. So I actually like rice pudding a little wet and creamy. And now what we're going to do is add a cup of sugar, and this is heaping. As you can see, there's a little mountain here. So I just want to keep on stirring because I don't want anything sticking. So it's heaping, it's not flat. So there you go. You're adding the sugar. Once again, a heaping cup. And that's to begin with. You know, if you feel you like a little more sugar, go for it. I think this should be enough. I'll taste it as it gets closer to fully cooking. Okay, and now would be the time to add a teaspoon of pure vanilla. Okay, so pure vanilla extract. So that's 1 teaspoon. And so once again, we're gonna just stir. Okay, this rice pudding may be different to the ones that you've eaten. I know a lot of recipes that that I find online, especially ours, which is, you know, Puerto Rican, contain way too much sugar. So this one is going to be really, really tasty, but it's not gonna, you're not gonna die of a sugar attack, you know. There we go. So we spin and spin and spin. And now what I want to do is just grab a little, just with the spoon, just to taste it. Tastes good, but I do think that it's gonna need a little more sugar. So we're gonna let this cook up. Once again, every 5-10 minutes, just making sure that it is not sticking to the bottom where it will burn. Okay, so for now we're gonna do every like 7 minutes. We're gonna give it a stir and keep on till it reduces again. Okay, so another 7 minutes has passed. We're gonna crack an egg. This is a large egg. We're gonna crack that. We are gonna give it a quick stir, because now it's time to stir up the rice, because like I said, we don't want it to start sticking to the bottom. So there you go. And now you could come closer. We're gonna put that inside. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. And we want to start to immediately stir. Give it a nice stir. I'm telling you, this is a rice pudding that all of your family is going to love. So you want to give it a really, really, really good stir. There you go. Giving it, keep on stirring and stirring and stirring, because remember, it's really hot and you want the egg to really mix in. Okay, so stirring and stirring and stirring. Okay, just like so. And now what we're gonna do is let it continue to boil. Now I'm gonna actually get a whisk. You just excuse me. And once again, you want to keep on stirring nice and strong. Try not to make such a mess. You just want to stir in everything really good. And just keep on and keep on. You're going to do this for a good 2 minutes, because you just want to make sure that that egg is broken up really, really good, okay? So you are going to need a whisk for this. Probably not as large as mine, but oof, I'm hot. Because this, as you can see, is so hot. Okay, and that's it. Let it continue to cook. Once again, another 5-7 minutes. Stir it again and keep on and keep on. We're gonna do that for about another half an hour. Okay? Okay, so about another 11 minutes passed. I continuously stirred it as you would. Okay, and I want you to come closer, because now the consistency is nice and thick. You see the consistency? But as you can see, none of it has stuck to the bottom. So this is what you want. This is why it's so important. You don't want to leave this and go and start chit-chatting on your phone or the kids, because le tiene que meter ojo, porque si no, se va a pegar y el sabor no va a ser igual. Okay, the flavor is not going to be the same. So now I just wanted to show you this before I run and get the other ingredients that we're going to add to this and keep on cooking it up for just a little bit longer. And we're back. So as you know that we turned off the stove once it started bubbling and pretty much drying out. So once you get to that point, it's gonna like bubble and pop at you, so that you know, turn off the stove, keep on stirring. Now I'm gonna turn on the stove, because what you don't want is for it to start sticking and really drying out. Okay, so I'm putting on the stove on low, because remember, it's still hot. Okay, and now what we have here is a half a cup of evaporated milk. So that is leche evaporada, medio vaso. I'm trying to, you know, use my Spanish to get a little better, so eventually I could make Spanish and English videos. And here we have a half a cup of leche condensada. Okay, so you want to kind of mix this all in. Like I said, you could add more sugar to your liking. I just don't want to over add sugar, because I don't like it overly sweet. But this is gonna be, I believe, just sweet enough, okay, that you're gonna really enjoy it. I'm just gonna clean this off with the best spatula that God gave us, which is our hands and our fingers. So there you go. I'm gonna put that. Quickly just rinse out my hands. I miss you guys. I miss you, and I'm so happy to be back and happy to have time to be able to do these videos. Okay, I'm just washing out my measuring cup, and now what we're gonna do is add another half a cup of milk, and I'm using whole milk. Whole milk. There you go. And now what we're gonna do is keep on stirring. So you want to stir, stir, stir. And remember, this is at a low flame, because by this time the rice is already cooked, is already tender. So you don't have to worry about cooking it longer so that the rice gets soft enough, because it is soft. So we're gonna just keep this at a low flame. Okay, and I would say at a low flame for, because this is really the consistency that I like. As you can see, it's nice and thick, but it is not dry. Because what happens is when you put it in the fridge, you don't want it to be so dry. You want it with a little juice. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this honestly for about another 2 minutes, just for everything to really marinate, the condensed milk, the evaporated milk, and the whole milk that I just put in. Okay, so we're gonna keep this for another 2-3 minutes, and then we can plate it. And the best time of all would be the time to taste, which I'm so excited about this, because if you know me, I have a sweet tooth, so I love anything sweet. Okay, so 2-3 minutes and we'll be back. So these last 3 to 4 minutes I've had it covered, so I want you to note that. Cover it up, and now we're going to give it a final stir. So perfect. I want to stir it all, and as you can see on the low flame, it's still bubbling. Come closer so you can see, because I'm sure most of you probably have never done this. So you see it bubbling, which is perfect. So it's nice and hot, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn off the stove. It still has enough liquid and it's still nice and hot, so we want to give it a good stir everywhere. So once again, it is not sticking. Give it a good stir, make sure nothing is sticking. And now We're gonna cover it. We're gonna remove it from this because this is really hot. We're gonna put it in the back. And we're gonna leave this covered for a good 10 to 15 minutes. Let it cool down, let it finish cooking, and then we are going to put it in these lovely bowls and put it in my mouth. Okay? So I'll see you in a couple minutes. So it's been 15 minutes and now we have these 4 bowls. Obviously this is way more. You're gonna need more bowls than that. But this is what we're gonna start with. And remember, like I said, you're gonna leave it covered just so the rice gets even softer, okay? So now I'm gonna bring this to the front. And as you can see, it's still creamy. So that's what you want. And it smells amazing. And so now what we're gonna do is bring the bowl over and we're gonna plate it just like that. Try not to make a mess because you do want it to look presentable. And that's why I used a spoon like this so you don't make a mess. And look how great that looks. So I'm going to continue here, filling up all 4 and dusting it with very little cinnamon. And you could actually add raisins to this. So you know, you could add maybe half a cup of raisins if you like, and you could actually do that while you have the rice pudding covered. Okay, so while you have it covered, and if you want some raisins, just quickly add it, and then just got a little mess here. Ugh. I like it to look so perfect. And here will be my last one. I should have had the cinnamon ready for you guys so you guys could just see. Well, you know what? Stay here with me. Stay here with me and let me just finish this up. So there you go. It really is a simple recipe. Your whole family is gonna love it. I bet, especially the kids. And some people like it warm. I like it cold. So I am gonna get the cinnamon. Don't look in my cabinet, okay? Just look right here. That's where your eyes should be. Okay? Just look right there and look how gorgeous that looks. Amazing. So now we have a little cinnamon action gonna happen here. And what we're gonna do is you wanna just, oop, that was a little, yeah, just kinda dust it. Just like that. Nothing too heavy like the first one. I got a little cinnamon happy there. And cinnamon is actually healthy for you. It's really good. Look how gorgeous that looks. And the last one. Oh, no, I don't want to give you the middle finger. That is not what I'm trying to do. Okay, hold on. And look how beautiful that is. Gorgeous. Don't look at this one. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take this one out of here. But look how beautiful. All your friends are going to love it. And now we are going to go ahead and get prepared to taste. So welcome back. So as you know, it is the best time of all, the time to taste. Okay, I actually took the one that I sprinkled a little too much cinnamon. It smells amazing. Okay, so here goes. I'm not gonna talk too much, okay? Let's try this. It's still warm. I mean, I prefer it really cold, but we have to finish the video, so Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, oh my God, it's so perfect. I'm sorry because I'm like I'm lost for words. It's so amazing. Like it's really not too sweet, but it is sweet. It just melts in your mouth. It's not dry. I'm really loving this rice pudding, as you will. So thank you so much. Please subscribe to the channel. You know this is gonna be like, once we finish, this is gonna be gone. But once again, subscribe to the channel, give us a like. Please click on the notifications bell. I think there should be a bell. I'm not sure if it's on your left or your right hand corner. Press on that bell so you get notifications of new videos that we come out with. We're really gonna do our best in trying to get you at least 1 or 2 videos a week now that we do have time. Remember to like our Facebook, which is facebook.com/The Freakin Rican Restaurant. On Twitter, we're Freakin Rican Res, R-E-S, because you know you can't use X amount of letters. And don't forget to check out the website, www.thefreakinricanrestaurant.com. We'll have these aprons. We have the Freakin Rican hats. Sofrito will be back in stock. Our mugs, which you see in the background. Thank you so much for following us, and we love you. And remember, la vida es mejor con un buen sabor. I love you guys. Mwah.